I am a huge fan of outlines, and the first three books are actually pretty well outlined. More or less, I've known where Whit and Wisty are going to go. As I've said many, many times, I think that anybody that doesn't outline stories is asking for a lot of trouble, and they'll wind up taking decades instead of maybe years to write a book. I knew pretty much where this story was going. I don't know so much whether Whit and Wisty have changed, but they're certainly learning a lot more about their magic. They're being able to control it better. It's very much out of control on a lot of places in book one. And, they're being hunted. They're outlaws. They're rebels with a cause. And I think that's a lot of the fun of book two. Most people who've read book two think it's better than book one, which is always a good thing. No, because an alternative universe. It's not the United States. It's not Europe. It's not our world. It's another world, but it's a world we can relate to. And what happens in this world is people really aren't paying much attention. A new government comes in and they take away all of the freedoms that these people take for granted. Freedom of speech, books are banned, movies are banned, music is banned. It's a little like a fascist state, or a lot like a fascist state, actually. And I think that's an interesting thing for readers to deal with. What would happen if all of the freedoms that you take for granted were taken away? What would that be like? And I think it helps us to appreciate what we have sometimes if we think about what it would be like if we didn't have those things. I think that one of the conversations is about realizing how precious our freedoms are, thinking about what it's like in Nazi Germany, what was it like in fascist Italy, what is it like in certain places around the world now that have dictators, what's it like for those people, how horrible is it? I'm always big on kids beginning to take responsibility for their own actions. And in this book, Whit and Wisty, they're on their own, man. I mean, they have these magical powers which are developing, but they're out there. This is a brave new world for them. They got to make it happen, or they're in big trouble. I didn't find it difficult to go back and forth. I never do. I'm very used to writing in the first person, and I've written both as male and female narrators. So none of that was hard. I hope nobody has trouble keeping track of it when we put little headers on each chapter, which should at least remind people who's speaking in the chapter. Well, I think one of the most exciting things is there's a screenplay that was developed by myself and Ned Rust, who was involved with book two, writing book two. And I think it's a really, really terrific screenplay. I think it's actually even better than the books. It's funny and engaging, and you really get the flavor of this society that these kids are caught in, and you get the magic because it's all visualized. And there's a new character named Pierce who is not to be missed. And we're going out to Hollywood with that right now. And I think there's already a lot of interest. So I think there's a good chance that Witch and Wizard could be on screens even before Maximum Ride.